I'm horror author Paul Edwards. Tonight I'm watching Tusk from 2014, starring Justin Long, Genesis Rodriguez, Haley Joel Osment, and Johnny Depp. Tusk is a horror comedy film about a serial killer who tries to transform his victim, Justin Long, into a human walrus in order to replicate the walrus that he had befriended years ago in a survival situation. The story is ridiculous, but it's also horrific because the killer is performing medical atrocities on his victim in order to turn him from a human being into a walrus. And his crazy surgical abominations are what make up the lion's share of the horror in this movie. But it's so ridiculous that you can't really be scared. And that's where the movie falls apart, I think. It's too silly to actually be scary, yet it's still too horrifying to be funny. It's the worst of both worlds. There are horror comedy films that give you the best of both worlds, that are strong on the horror elements and strong on the comedy elements. And when that combination works, those films tend to be really good. Here, they're not satisfying either one of those poles. It's not funny enough to be a successful comedy movie, but it's not horrifying enough to be a successful horror movie. It's basically just a mess. That's what it is. It's a mess. It's a mishmash of concepts, much like the Tusk monster that's created is a mishmash of human and walrus and synthetic parts. And there's talent in this movie, too. I like Justin Long. Justin Long is good in other films that he's been in. He tends to work well, I think, as a sort of a likable everyman. And in this film, his character is not at all likable. His character is a big jerk. And I think that is one problem that they have. We also have Johnny Depp in this film. Johnny Depp is a great actor, but the part he's given is a goofy one. He's portraying a detective who is on the trail of this strange serial killer that keeps trying to turn people into walruses. Genesis Rodriguez has a supporting role in this. She's fine. Haley Joel Osment, yes, the little boy in The Sixth Sense who said, "I see dead people." He's not a little boy anymore. He's all grown up. He has a supporting role in this film too. And none of these actors, accomplished as they are, can save this picture. They just can't. So it means something when I say that a movie is really not worth your time, because I tend to like everything. I mean, I liked Live Free or Die Hard, and I didn't like this. That's saying something. I'm the guy who tends to like every movie, and this is just not a film that is going to appeal to anybody. It does have a small cult following. There may be something to this that I just don't, quote unquote, get, and maybe a few people do. But the average viewer is not going to find that this works as a horror film or as a comedy. It's just a mess. That's all. It's just a mess. Listen, if you enjoy classic monsters and vintage horror, you should check out my book series, the Mourner's Woods books. I'm self-published on Amazon, where I have a series of novels that recapture the vibe and feel of 20th century B movies, especially horror movies. I'll post a link in the description for this video. My name again is Paul Edwards. My books are the Mourner's Woods books. Thanks for letting me warn you about Tusk. I'll see you in Mourner's Woods.